I'm here with Dr. Marilee Dalton, who happens to be my sister, and she teaches in a charter public school, and she's a godly woman. Now, what are some things you have done that a godly person can do in a public school that won't violate the separation of church and state, but will still allow you to let your light shine?
Well, some of the things that come to my mind just right away is that character education is a mandate from the state, and we have all kinds of good character resources. Even bedtime stories or character building stories that have lessons in kindness and encouragement and unselfishness and honesty and those kinds of things are great stories that we can share. I've just been reading an allegory to the students. It's called Hind's Feet on High Places. It's really an allegory of the Christian life, but it doesn't mention God, but the connections can be made, especially for those who are Christians or have a Christian background. But even so, they can learn about that there is a shepherd who will be there to help them, and that they do want to resist those enemies of bitterness and resentment, and that we are all much afraid in some way or another, and that there is a way that we can overcome that. Something else comes to mind too, just smiling and caring about the kids, noticing something that maybe something that they're wearing or something that they do, just noticing so that they know that you take an interest in them. And one more thing is when my kids leave the classroom, I say, what would you like, a hug or a high five? And at first it was mostly high fives, but most of them like hugs now. And some of them just come to get those hugs because I don't know what they get at home. Maybe they get that, maybe they don't. But they do know that there's somebody there who loves and cares about them and is there for them. I had a student yesterday say, one of my high school students say, can I talk to you for just a few minutes in private? And I said, well, sure. And so we went in and she shared something that was really heavy on her heart. And I felt like, I'm thankful that she had the confidence to just say, I need to talk to you. And if we convey that we care about them and that what happens in their life matters, God will make those connections. And I just love working for Him.
Oh, and I got to sit in just a little bit this morning in one of your classes. I think it's fourth graders in this particular group. And one of the rowdiest, toughest, least behaved kids came up when I was leaving and said, can I give you a hug? Ms. Dalton, I think he called you. Ms. Dalton says, I'm one of the best huggers. And I just thought, what a neat identity for a kid who's probably had some challenges.
And he gave me this heart.
Oh, and he gave you that heart right there. So simple things that a godly person can do in a public school setting. Thank you so much for sharing.
Praise the Lord.